Alright, this shit recording? Yeah, I think it's recording. Alright, so I just got back from the gym and shit. About to go to the crib, get ready for work and eat and stuff. So like there's some shit that I was thinking about, man, and it was like it's like completely my fault because everything that happens in my life is my fault. I don't blame other motherfuckers. Like but the whole thing with it is like with the whole self-development shit and how I go from like being like a drug addict and like you could quote unquote say a piece of shit person, you feel me, to being like the exact opposite of that, like someone who like prefers to stay sober and like doing, I guess you could say, the right path, you know, even though there's, you know, it doesn't really matter, but what I'm saying, the what's looked as to be the good path, you know, like the righteous path or whatever the fuck. So now I'm learning a balance, but in me learning that balance and me having another fucking ego death, because I realized that all that shit was just like making my ego even stronger, dog. So it was like from one extreme to another extreme, like, you know what I mean? It was like one sided. It was like one sided. It's either the positive or the negative, you know what I mean? And so I was just finally realizing, you know, it's not one side, you know what I mean? I'm fucking in the middle, and like with the whole ego shit, the ego wants to tell you, oh, like let's say like the whole spiritual path and shit, like, oh, like I'm spiritual and shit, I can't do this, I can't do that, I don't want to do this, I'm spiritual, I don't do that. That's all stupid ego fucking lies, bro, like, to keep it real. So like, and then all the things like doing drugs and stuff, I don't necessarily want to do drugs, but I'm understanding that me denying that aspect of myself, you know, the lower nature, me denying that was denying that in every single person on this planet, and it wasn't just me. So, you know, like, and you can't just be trying to fix people and shit, because everybody do whatever the fuck they want to do. But you see what I'm saying, though? Me denying that lower nature in myself was denying the lower nature in everybody else. So when I would see people like still on drugs and shit, you know, I would try to tell them, oh, there's the better way and shit. Man, it don't. There's no such thing. You feel me? Like it's all like it's what you want. You know what I mean? It's not what other people think is good for everybody. It's about what you want. You know what I mean? Because if a nigga want to be a drug addict, let him be a drug addict. You feel me? And shit like that, man. Like, or if niggas wanna, all that shit. If niggas wanna not care about spirituality, let them do that shit. You feel me? And I'm finally understanding that. Like, of course, like there's things that worked for me, and I just care about other people. So, but how much did I really care if I wasn't allowing them and accepting them to be in their lower nature? Because everybody gotta learn for themselves, man. Like, we can't over here, like, we can't shove shit down people's throats. And I stopped doing that. You know, I stopped trying to wake people up a long time ago. I stopped trying to all that shit. Now I just be speaking my mind and shit. And if people gravitate towards it, they gravitate towards it. If they don't, then it don't. You feel me? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, and me denying that aspect in other people, that was making me, like, be a dick, pretty much. You know what I mean? So like if someone would invite me out to go do some shit that is like some lower nature based shit, like, you know, like go drink and, you know, go like party and shit, I'll be like, nah, fuck that. Like almost like it come off as I'm too good for that shit. You know what I mean? Even though that wasn't my intentions, but that was subconsciously what I was doing. I was making it seem like I was too good for these things. You know what I mean? And then like, and then if I was to choose to drink one day or something, I would be a fucking hypocrite piece of shit. You feel me? Like, and I just realized that I was doing that shit, and I don't necessarily feel bad because I'm grateful for it, but I do understand now that I shouldn't have been doing that shit. You feel me? Because I don't want people, like, to think about it. I don't want people to be like, at the same time, it don't matter what the fuck people think. I had to go through that so I could learn. You know what I mean? So it's cool though, you know. Yeah, like but yeah, I was pretty much being a dick to other people who was still like on that, I guess you could say, lower vibrational lifestyle and shit. But now I'm learning to embrace it all. You know what I mean? If I want to drink one day, that's cool. You know what I mean? I could feed my lower nature if I want to. I'm not always, because this whole human existence is lower nature. So if if you embody your higher self, you also gotta realize that you are part of your lower self too. You're in both dimensions simultaneously. You feel me? So it's like, yeah. Well, I'm glad I learned, like, realized this, came to this realization, because it's so much better now. You know what I mean? It's not one sided. Like, oh, I gotta do things this way. Like, cause I'm about to go to New Orleans, and like everybody's saying that I might drink, and I'll think about it. It's like, you know what, man, I might drink. But I do understand, if I make that conscious decision, I do know to not keep drinking. You know what I mean? Maybe do it for one night and then detox the next night. You know what I mean? I'll be fine. You feel me? As long as I know what to do, and I still listen to my higher nature just as much as I listen, like, just as I accept my lower nature. You feel me? So if I do choose to drink, even though I might not, I'm leaning more towards not wanting to, because I don't need to. You feel me? But the only reason why I kind of want to drink is because, like, when you experience life and you do new things, you want to try and live it to your full capacity. You don't want to just limit yourself just because of your ego. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, like, I don't know if anybody realizes that I've done that to them, like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It was something subconscious. I wasn't intentionally trying to hurt you guys. And that's like my family. This is anybody, and I'm not even sure if anybody watches these videos and shit. But yeah, I just wanted to get that off my mind, man. One love, everybody.